Well, Microsoft announced that it is partnering with the government of Nigeria to accelerate the nation's efforts in becoming a more digital economy. And like the Vice President just said now, the partnership is anchored on three pillars: increased connectivity, upskilling, and job creation, as well as digital transformation. Well, joining us to take a deep dive into what the partnership entails is the country general manager at Microsoft Nigeria, Akin Banu. So thanks for joining us on the program. But let's now begin with the three pillars of the partnership and begin with broadband connectivity, especially as the six geopolitical regions are involved, putting in mind the high cost of laying fiber cables. How do you intend to get all of that done?
Thank you very much. So, very good question. The connectivity obviously is the core infrastructure that we need for people to be able to be brought into the digital economy. What we're doing is we are partnering with local providers and with the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy to look at how we can strengthen connectivity into underserved communities. We're starting out with one test area in the six geopolitical zones, and then we'll move on as things progress. So the way we are doing this is a partnership. We work with local providers who already have presence or who are already intending to do things, and we partner with them in terms of investing jointly, looking at multiple different types of technology. So, for example, we've been partnering with the ministry over the last 2 years to certify a particular technology that was piloted over in the States and is now being used in Kenya, making use of unused TV white space technology to transmit over longer distances. So that will be an option, but also it will be traditional cable, fiber, radio, depending on what is appropriate for the conditions that we find on the spot. So if you think about it, we'll partner with a local provider who may not have had the incentive to go into a remote village because it's not economically viable. But with our partnership and our joint investment, they'll be happy to do that. And then we layer on top of that, working with other partners to provide services in that area. So that's how we're going to be doing this. It's a multi-pronged approach.
Well, speaking of investment, again, how much money is Microsoft willing to put into this project or partnership?
So overall, the initial investment is going to be in the region of $2 million, and it's split across multiple initiatives. Okay, the three initiatives. So we won't be able to give a direct breakdown, but that's the rough estimates.
All right. So with 5G being rolled out in maybe some parts of the world, I mean, is Microsoft going to plug and play with the service providers, like you said, that you're going to be partnering with, or are we going to see the deployment of Airband, which is Microsoft's own stuff, and perhaps the 5G?
We don't do anything separately in that way. We will be partnering with the telco providers. So as soon as they have 5G, we already have technology tests that we're doing with 5G providers globally. We're looking at tying up with the regional providers as well, because 5G will be key in terms of the multiplicity of being able to now provide even more services quicker to consumers.
All right, so let's take a look at the other pillars that are, the other arms of the partnership. That's upskilling as well as job creation and also digital transformation. How will these be achieved?
So very simple. So the idea is we want to enhance digital transformation. And one of the things that we know is that, yes, you can provide technology, you can provide even community centers, but if the people that you want to provide them for don't have the skills to take advantage of what you're providing, then you will not be able to get the benefits. So one of the first parts of this is skilling. And a big part of this is that we plan over the next 3 years to skill 5 million people in Nigeria. Okay, and to reach that, we're going to be skilling up 1,700 trainers. Okay, so that we can provide blended training, which will include a hybrid model of online and in person, depending on what is being taught to the country's youth. And then there will be also training given to government workers. And the idea then is that we will be able to create well over 27,000 new digital jobs during this period, right? So skilling is sort of the key pillar, one of the key pillars there. And then we're looking at the other aspect of it, which is AI for cultural heritage that we're working on in digital transformation. So in this instance, we're going to be working with the government to look at, how do we protect our cultural heritage? And here, the government has asked us to partner with them on focusing on the 3 major languages. And I hope that with time, when we do this, there will be an opportunity to do even more. But as I said, let's start with this.
Well, we can't wait for more to be done, but of course, we'll be tracking all of this. Akinbanusa, thanks for joining us on the program and sharing your thoughts. And that's where we are. We'll take a look now at the Mosley videos on our YouTube channel in the past week.
Former Minister of Aviation, Osita Chidoka, claiming that there is no such thing as devolution of power during the platform, kicks off this week's most viewed videos in 5th place.
Which local government have a website where you can see the budget of the local government or the expenditure from the local government? This is just a scam. There is no such thing as devolution. It's a scam.
Maintaining 4th spot for the 2nd week running is a claim by Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike that federal government is not concerned about the state of security in the country.
Nigeria is bleeding because the government that promised us security has failed. So it's an opportunity for Nigerians. That's okay. Now you have failed. Let's look for an alternative.
In 3rd place is a debate between members of the PDP and APC over the 2023 elections and insecurity in Nigeria.
The people who wants to use security as a means of electioneering and edging out those in power for them to come back there, what do they govern when there's no Nigeria?
There is need for reorientation, and we must find true Nigeria patriots that will love this country, not love for themselves.
Falling 1 spot to 2nd is the allegation by Governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, that the president is working for Fulanis.
We are being overstretched, and this is not acceptable. The body language, the action and inaction of Mr. President shows that he's only the president of Fulani people.
While moving 1 spot on the ladder to 1st place is the arrival of the first flight to the Anambra airport.
And on that note, we wrap it up on the program today. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm Victor Matthias.